He didn't know what to say or do, but he knew that he had to make a decision. As he sat there, looking at Sarafina and Zori, he realized that he had a choice to make. He could either accept their relationship and try to make it work, or he could reject them and risk losing the two people he loved most in the world. Bello took a deep breath, then looked at Sarafina and Zori. "I need time to think," he said finally. Sarafina and Zori nodded, understanding. "We understand," Sarafina said. "Take all the time you need, Bello. We'll be here, waiting for you." Bello nodded, then stood up. He looked at Sarafina and Zori, feeling like he was standing at a crossroads. He knew that whatever decision he made, it would change his life forever. As he walked away, Sarafina and Zori looked at each other, holding hands and smiling. They knew that they had taken a risk by revealing their relationship to Bello, but they also knew that they couldn't deny their feelings any longer. "We'll be okay," Sarafina said, squeezing Zori's hand. "Yes, we will," Zori replied, smiling. "We have each other, and that's all that matters." As the days passed, Bello struggled to come to terms with Sarafina and Zori's relationship. He knew that he loved them both dearly, but he wasn't sure if he could accept their love for each other. One day, as he was sitting in his office, he received a visit from his best friend, Alex. Alex had always been a good listener, and Bello knew that he could trust him with his secrets. "Alex, I need to talk to you about something," Bello said, looking at his friend with a serious expression. "What is it, Bello?" Alex asked, looking at him with concern. Bello took a deep breath, then told Alex everything. He told him about Sarafina and Zori's relationship, and how he was struggling to come to terms with it. Alex listened attentively, nodding his head and making supportive noises. When Bello finished talking, Alex looked at him with a thoughtful expression. "Bello, I know this may be a lot to take in, but I want you to consider something," Alex said. "Sarafina and Zori's love for each other doesn't diminish their love for you. In fact, it may even strengthen it." Bello looked at Alex, surprised. "What do you mean?" he asked. "I mean that Sarafina and Zori's love for each other is a reflection of their love for you," Alex explained. "They love you so much that they are willing to be honest with you about their feelings, even if it means risking their relationship with you," Alex continued. "That takes a lot of courage and love. And think about it, Bello. If Sarafina and Zori can love each other so deeply, why can't they love you just as deeply?" Bello looked at Alex, feeling a weight lift off his shoulders. He had never thought about it that way before. He realized that he had been so focused on his own feelings and concerns that he hadn't stopped to consider the depth of Sarafina and Zori's love for each other and for him. "Thank you, Alex," Bello said, feeling a sense of gratitude towards his friend. "You've given me a lot to think about," Alex smiled and nodded. "That's what friends are for, Bello. Now go and talk to Sarafina and Zori. I'm sure they're waiting to hear from you." Bello nodded and stood up, feeling a sense of determination and purpose. He knew that he still had a lot to learn and understand, but he was ready to take the next step and see where this journey would take him. As he walked back to his house, he felt a sense of excitement and nervousness. He knew that he was about to embark on a journey that would change his life forever. When he arrived home, he found Sarafina and Zori sitting in the living room, holding hands and looking at each other with love and affection. They looked up at him as he entered the room, and Bello could see the concern and uncertainty in their eyes. "Bello, we've been waiting for you," Sarafina said, her voice soft and gentle. "We want to talk to you about us and our future together." Bello nodded and sat down next to them, taking their hands in his. "I'm ready to listen and talk," he said, looking at them with love and affection. "I want us to be happy together, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen." Sarafina and Zori smiled at each other, then back at Bello. "We love you, Bello," Sarafina said, her voice filled with emotion. "Yes, we do," Zori added. "And we're willing to do whatever it takes to make this work and be happy together." Bello smiled, feeling a sense of joy and happiness. "I love you both too," he said, holding their hands tightly. And I know that together, we can overcome anything and be happy. As they sat there, holding hands and looking at each other with love and affection, Bello knew that he had made the right decision. He knew that this journey would not be easy, but he was ready to face whatever challenges came their way, as long as he had Sarafina and Zori by his side, and so, the three of them began their journey together, as a polyamorous family.